welcome students to another lesson for the week. And here we'll be looking at communication. Communication is I will call it a general concept. Why? Because communication reflects under business studies. This same communication reflects under English language. In fact, all languages as subjects, it has reflected. Communication, I will also tell you, is reflecting under social studies. And you won't be surprised that communication is also reflecting under ICT. So communication is a concept that is somehow general to virtually all subjects. And today we'll be looking straight into the meaning and looking straight to the means of communication and likewise the roles of communication in businesses, because we want to look at the link between communication and business. I mean, in this business world, categorize the agent of communication will be our last objective to achieve today. Now, straight to the definition of communication. What do you mean by communication? It's the sending of information from one person to another. In fact, I would say the sending and the receiving. The sending and the receiving. The sending and the receiving. The sending and the receiving of information from one person to another. Now, means of communication. How can communication take place? How does it take place? Now, thank God for for the development in the technology that has really brought in some standard means of communication. In the olden days, there were means of communication. I will share little with you. The use of on was used in the olden days to pass information. Likewise, we have Kong. Kong was also used in the olden days to pass information. When a town crier is being sent by the king to pass information to a large community, the town crier would make use of the Kong to call the attention of the masses to him or herself. Likewise, we have other means of communication in the olden days. What about the use of powder? The use of powder. In the olden days, you will see this one is somehow common to the Indians. They make use of powder. Or probably in the Asian continent. It is very common. They will put this powder inside a pot and cover it. They will put it on the water. Whatever message is being sent through this pot with the powder, it will surely deliver it to the receiver of such message. These and many more were used as means of communication in the olden days. But today, we are making use of many standardized means of communication. Post office, where you make use of the stamp, you get a stamp, and you put the stamp on an envelope, and wherever you are sending your information or your letter to, it will surely get there. That is post office. We also have the telephone. We have been making use of telephone. You can see the handset, you can see the land phone. People are using this as means of communication, and this has enabled us to get ourselves across to anybody, anywhere across the globe. We also have World Wide Web Internet, which is commonly known as WWW. So this is another way by which technology has really made it easy for us to send information. And you can even see I'm making use of this platform to pass an information to you. This is another means of sending information through the satellite, and likewise global system for mobile communication. The GSM, it is another means of communication. And you can imagine a number of GSM network providers. We are talking about the MTN, the Glo, we are talking about the Airtel and the likes. Roles of communication in businesses. Now, what is the connectivity between communication and businesses? You can imagine, if communication is not taking place, remember, under the aids to trade, under the A Street Trade, where you have your transportation, you have your advertising, you have your e-commerce, you have your e-banking, you also have your communication, because for trade to be effective and to get to the right destination, an effective communication must take place. Not only the insurance, not only the transportation, neither the advertisement made alone. And now, this is to let us know that point number one, it facilitates speedy delivery of message between one industry and another. That one is self-explanatory. It helps business organizations to bring to the customers the improvement in their product. Imagine if I am making a product now and I want the masses, I want the public to know the quality in my product. What do? I have to put it as an information across to them with the use of advertisement. So that is also to let you know that advertisement and communication are related and they work hand in hand. It also provides a venue for product advertisement, like I have just said. It reduces the cost of doing business, yes, of course, and it enhances turnover rate through improved sales. Now, the last but not the least, we'll be looking straight into the agents of communication in Nigeria. Now, in Nigeria, we have agents of communication. We have the NITEL and we equally have the NIPOST. What do you mean by NIPOST? Nigeria Postal Service Department. And we also have the NITEL, the Nigeria Telecommunication Limited. Now, we'll be looking at one of these two, and that is telephone services provided by NITEL, because that one is common and it is more used by the public than the other one, which is the NIPOST. Now, how do people make use of NITEL? Local calls is being used. The local calls are made through NITEL. What do you mean by local calls? These are the calls made within a vicinity, within a particular state, within a particular town. We call it local calls. We also have what we call trunk calls. Trunk calls is when you make calls between one state and another state. When probably you are in, as I am in Ondo State, I'm calling to someone in Port Harcourt. I am making a trunk call. We have conference call. This one is very common. Conference call, it is when two or more people are, when three, not two, when three or more people are talking together from different locations, when they are making calls and they can hear themselves simultaneously from different locations. This is conference call. We have international call. This one is very common also. When I am calling from Nigeria and I'm calling someone that is in the United States of America, I am making an international call. And lastly, we have the telephone directory. This is where we're going to draw the curtain for today. And I'll be looking straight to your questions if you have any challenge anywhere on the Google platform. Thank you, and God bless you all.